This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today we are playing a little bit of Brawl. I like Brawl. I've been getting so much more into Commander and I really enjoy it. And today we're building around Esika, the god of the tree. This is more of a Prismatic bridge deck than Esika, god of the tree. We may never actually cast Esika. On her front side, she's a perfectly serviceable card, but on the back, for 5 mana, one of each color, for the Wooburg, if you will, you get a legendary enchantment that reveals cards from the top of your library until you hit a creature or a planeswalker card. Put the card onto the battlefield, the rest on the bottom in a random order. Some people would say, all right, I get what you're doing here. You're going to try to make 1 mana of each color, and then you're going to play this, and you're going to just load your deck with fatties and monsters and huge boom booms and every kind of planeswalker, and that's what you're going to try to hit off the bridge, right? Because it's fun not knowing what you're going to hit. Well, I cut it down. I cut my bridge hits down to just like the bare minimum to make sure that not only am I hitting something amazing every time, like it's really amazing. It's just the elite. The Top Gun of hits off Esika, the best of the best. The elite. Anyway, check it out. So here are the cards we will hit when Prismatic Bridge gets back to our upkeep. Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. And this might be the worst one. This is the one I would probably cut from the deck, to be honest. But it's hard to resist playing with a banned card when you can. And then Kenrith, the Returned King. When you hit this off the Prismatic Bridge and you have all your mana available, activating the abilities of this card, insane. Next up, Vorinclex, the Monstrous Raider. Oh yeah. Just double the loyalty from planeswalkers is the main thing, but makes our sagas better, and it does just attack them, and it messes with a lot of sagas that are very popular in the format. Nyxbloom Ancient. When you hit this, you just get triple mana. You just go off. You just dump your hand. You play anything you want to play. Coma. Yep. I don't think if you've played against Coma, a la Tybalt's Trickery or something, you understand. This card just takes over the game. If they don't have a way to solve it like at instant speed on their upkeep or somehow on your turn. And then Ugin the Spirit Dragon, the big hit. Now, you can play this deck in a few ways. I've actually experimented with cutting out just about everything except for maybe the one Ugin, so you know exactly what you're hitting, and then having ways in the deck to put the Ugin back on top of your deck, like once in future, is a good one. So things like that are really interesting, but I like having just a little bit of variety, because all of these cards, when hit for free, ramped into them, can just end the game, should just end the game. So it's really exciting. I'll go over the other cards, but mostly they fall into a few camps. Removal, card draw, mana fixing. What we really want to do with this deck is play a turn 2 or 3 mana fixer, such as Spinning Wheel, Skyclave Relic, Replication Ring, Altar of the Pantheon, Cultivate. Like, these all let us play Esika a turn early while... not Esika, the Prismatic Bridge. They all let us play the Prismatic Bridge on turn 4 and fix our mana. And then there's also Arcane Signet on 2, which does a similar thing. So there's a lot of mana fixing. There's a good amount of card draw to make sure we get the right cards, like Mazemind Tome, Behold the Multiverse. There is Removal, Heartless Act, Epic Downfall. There are Sweepers, Shatter the Sky, and Extinction Event, and Doomscar to keep the opponent from running us over. There is counter spells, so if we're in some kind of a mirror or we need to force things through, Disdainful Stroke, Essence Scatter, and Negate, keep the opponent from resolving their cards. And then there's just a lot of heavy hitting stuff. So Elspeth Conquers Death. Fires of Invention is pretty sweet mana fixing as well. If you've forgotten how this card works, it's kind of broken. Binding the Old Gods is a good one. Elspeth Conquers Death is a really sweet one because you can get back one of your creatures that died and remove their key cards as well. Then more things to do with a ton of mana, because sometimes you hit Nyxbloom. We've got Shark Typhoon, of course. Sublime Epiphany, really sweet with 6 mana. When you hit a Nyxbloom Ancient and you have a Sublime Epiphany in hand and you have all that open mana, and you can copy the Nyxbloom Ancient, counter their spell, bounce a thing. Oh, it's so nasty. Alrund's Epiphany, the only thing better than one turn with the bridge is another. And Chromatic Ori, which the bridge is 5 colors, so this can draw you 5 cards a turn, and also just fix all your mana for the 5-color deck. So The mana base, as you can see, is longer than any other column in the deck. We've got triomes, we've got basics, we've got pathways. Usually it makes the mana lineup just fine. We also have the world tree. It's a somewhat control-y deck. Like, we kind of play a combination of ramp and control until the thing we can hit off the bridge can take over the game. And it requires the opponent to have a perfect mix of either ways to deal with the bridge or force us to play our hand awkwardly so that we don't get to bridge on time. And it might be one of the most powerful decks in Brawl right now. I'm just putting it out there. I think you'll see exactly what I mean. So now that I've explained what I think I can about the deck before showing you gameplay, let's just say it's gonna be good. Let's dive in. Let the Esika God of the Tree nonsense begin. Squirrel. Hype. But we're on the play, which is sweet. We do not have the ramp card, which is not sweet. And we have 2 of our hits. So let's take the freebie. And now we have a cultivate. One of the best things we can have, but we don't have green. But we'll keep it because we get to cycle next turn and try to hit an untapped green of some kind. Got 3 sources of white and a shatter, so I guess that's a doable thing. But if we hit a green source, we're doing this. I guess I'll just foretell this Doomscar. We can definitely buy time, although Toski's indestructibility is particularly tilting. Still not a green source. Very tilting. Something that takes triple green and is not a green source. The deck is giving us its 5-colorness. Green source. Just in time. Okay. Black, white, blue, green, red. We can cast the bridge next turn. Let's Doomscar you. Instead of Shatter, because Shatter draws them a card. Maybe we can do red better someday. Alright, as long as I don't play this on white, we can play our card. Man, a Toski deck sounds exciting too. Like, there's so many decks I want to play. Does that do it? Yeah, this is still the play. Alright, bridge. Get me there. Let's go. Let's go. So many good hits. Nothing but bangers in this deck. Too bad we have the Nyx Bloom in our hand. Great Horn. Oh no. Oh no. They're mutating onto the Toski. Oh no. So devastating. Let's go, Ugin. Let's go. Let's go, Ugin. Let's go. Eow! Uro. Not the greatest hit, but pretty good. Alright, regular draw. Epiphany. Bouncing this is epic. Sure. Put something on the stack, I dare you. My god, this hand. Is this hand not glorious? Look at it. It's so ridiculous. Oh, they're gonna scoop. They're gonna scoop. They're gonna scoop. You just know they're gonna scoop, right? You knew I was up to no good with all that untapped mana. You knew. All right, no Snakeskin Veil. That was something that could have kept him in the game. Shadow Spear, little trample for the Toski. The Skoos. We get Kenny Boy. All the revealed cards. We draw Ori, which fixes our mana and taps for 5 itself. Oh my lord, what's happening? What is going on now? We've got an Uro down there. Don't think that's that important to get back, but the Ooze is about to kill it. So if we could kill the Ooze, it would be nice. We can also give anything haste right now. And we have 4 cards in the graveyard. So what do we do? I don't know. Oh, well, when the opponent tries to eat it, we can bring it back, but then they just eat it again. It's still really funny. I'm not sure, to be honest, what I'm supposed to do here, but I'm gonna slam this Chromatic Ori. And we're gonna go from there, because next turn could just get insane. If we have triple mana and a Kenrith and a Shark Typhoon, we can just out of nowhere this lethal, I think. Okay, I don't have infinite mana, I just have a lot. That's all. What does this do with triple mana? 15? I mean, it's not 20 something to make Shark and give it haste, but it's a lot. Oh my goodness. I like some good nonsense. Are you not entertained? Primal Might. 4. Okay. I'll have a +1/+1 counter. I'll have another. So the opponent can now get the Uro and we trade. I guess you can also eat the Gargaroth and such. Oh, they hit resolve. They were too stunned. They were too stunned by the play to get the Uro. Oh man. Oh man. Kenny. And now the Migratory Greathorn of Sadness. Let's give everybody Trample for the LOL, just to pass the priority. Goma! Ancient. Dude. QQ. How do we have no red, though? It's colorless. That can be any color. All right, so we have to tap this for a red. There we go. Now we QQ. We want to leave one red in the mana pool. Let's just do it like this. All right. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is 10. Boom! Okay. Give them all haste. Do it! Smash! Good night, Tusky! I'm sorry. My deck was too broken. Heliod Gamer. Very aggressive. Very meany. We have ramp into bridge on the play, but no sweepers and no interaction. It makes me nervous. Not gonna lie, it makes me nervous. I also don't know if we can play this relic, but Once Upon a Time can probably find an untapped land to get us there. I don't know if you guys remember how to play Once Upon a Time. It's a banned card, so you may not have seen it. You wait until you're about to cast your first spell. There's an untapped land. Easy. All right. Because then you'll know better what to take with Once Upon a Time. Opponent goofing with these planes. Oh, they've got a Signet. And a Bounty. All right. Probably play the Ring over the Relic. And if we're going to do that... Also, do I want white? I can have white or red. Those are the two colors I'm missing. Double white can cast some of my sweepers. Hello. Guess I could have done that first. LOL. All right, I can also wilt there, but I just want to get the bridge on the field. I'm just going to try to ramp the bridge and not worry about what my opponent's doing too much. Make them have the solution. They're going straight to Basri Ket. What a maniac.
Ketra's love is your shield.
Another plains. Weird. All right, well, we can go get our red this way. Bridge! Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Will the bridge take over the game? Opponent slams their commander, Heliod. The commanders are online. The opponent is making a 1-1 here with this attack. Down to 20. Put a +1/+1 counter on the token. My turn. The bridge stuck. Have coma. What a frickin' draw that is. I mean, wow. It's tempting to slam the Shark Typhoon. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. The opponent says, good game. Don't you want to play? Don't you want to play with me? Yep, you get a +1/+1 counter. And an Ozolith, I love it. Normally I'd laugh at that in mono white, but when Heliod's your commander, you have +1/+1 counters to spare.
Now is the time to strike.
It's a big critter. But what does it do against a coma? Else, look at the power. They've got so much going on. All right, 2 1/1s. Let's see how long they last against my next hit off the bridge, my Shark Typhoon, and my Allrun's Epiphany, though. Kenny? It's Kenny! Where are you going? You didn't get to see the Epiphany. Oh. Ashiok Commander, that is cool as they come. Man, I want to play all the commanders now. This hand is not gonna do. No ramp. Does not have a possibility of playing Esika early. This hand does, however. We do... this will make any color, which is nice. So it solves our green problem. Alright, so what do you do? Are you a control mage? Are you gonna counter my stuff? You have a Signet on the play. That's dangerous. I also have a Signet. Field of Ruin. Don't see any black yet. Wonder if the opponent's going to field my Triome. Wow, slam the Lantern. That is a good ECD target. I can lose life for a while. We do have to watch out, though. Anytime we did... Or no, that's when the other side's active. We don't have to worry about discarding things right now. The Wilt is pretty good. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. We can Wilt their ramp or their Lantern, and like I said, this can hit the Lantern. Let's Wilt their ramp. Slow down. If they counter this, then the bridge comes down, so... All right, they found a swamp. They might have counter spells for a while here. We'll see how it goes. So, how do we test them? We could test them with a Shark Typhoon first. You could also play around cards like Jwari Disruption by playing something cheaper. Any of these enchantments resolving is a disaster for them. We can also play this. And if it doesn't resolve, I guess we're in a worse spot. Escape to the Wilds we'd rather play next turn, I think. I guess we can cycle Shark Typhoon, and then they're just taking 4. They have to deal with it. It also draws us another card. Yeah, and they don't get to use their mana this turn. Oh wait, they get to pump it into the frickin' Lantern, don't they? All right, let's go for this. First counter. So how many do they have? Let's move you to the command, where we can play you again. Crab. But do you have a land as well? Okay. I got time. They have a little bit of mana open. Could be a counter spell. Let's go for escape. They'll probably counter this if they can. And if they don't, we can still make another play this turn, like the Heartless Act. Oh, there's a negate there, face up. Do we want another white or another black? We'll take another white. We have some double white spells. Hold the negate. Heartless Act if they don't play into it, which they shouldn't. They can't untap the Lantern this turn because they only had 3 mana. And then next turn we have like Epiphany, Ugin. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Lantern's gonna deal a ton of damage, but it doesn't matter. 1 is not 0. It only matters if they actually try to find a way to put me under pressure. They play into the negate, which is weird, and they tapped out. We're gonna lose our Ugin. That's kind of sad, but I'll live. So if I play this land, and we play this at 6. So yeah, we definitely Epiphany here for another turn. Coma? Oh my goodness. This is messed up. So, do I have a creature in the yard? I don't. They haven't milled a creature, but they might if I leave the crab where it is. But I don't think they can remove the bridge without their Ashiok, so I think we just bridge up. You know, I can discard the Coma. I can't cast it right now anyway. But if I discard it, we can get it back with Elspeth Conquers Death. If we resolve it. But right now it looks like it will resolve. Alright, 28 cards. Any good hits left? Nyx Bloom Ancient would be nice. Yeah, we definitely still have our hits. There's a lot of hits in the deck. No mana for Ashiok this turn. Here's a Nightmare. Means we probably have to play the Elspeth Conquers Death. Let's see what we get to hit. How many on this? 8. Well, we're getting there. I went with Whirlwind Denial to try to counter these, but I can pay 4. So this I will decline, and this I will pay. Ancient. Hi. Hi there. Spinning Wheel. Basically a break even because it's 3 mana, then it makes 3 mana. Elspeth Conquers Death, float a mana. I don't care about the Lantern, so I think I take the Nightmare to keep my Typhoon, and I play Coma. Oh my lord, what a beast! Deck is a beast! Oh no. Some crazy kid has also figured it out. Man, being on the draw. Savage in this. Let's take that mulligan, because this hand is not good. We have a whole bunch of blue spells and no blue mana. And no ramp. So mulligan again. Now we have fires. I guess we'll keep and put Ugin all the way to the bottom. We also have negate for their bridge, which is huge. We also have binding for their bridge, which is huge. This hand is better than it looks. We just want to draw like all triumphs, and we'll be fine. This also hits bridge. So even if they ramp into Oblivion, we have a lot of ways to hit the bridge if the mana is gentle. Two triumphs for the opponent. I'm so jealous. This is where they need to ramp. We can shut it down. I think we should, because we have binding coming up. Not let them fix their colors. It could matter. Beanstalk Giant is also a potential hit off the God. That's why I don't run it, because it's a pretty medium hit compared to other things the card can do. All right, Dryad, but no land. Oh, it's about to get silly. It's about to get silly. Remember this? Do you remember Fires of Invention? Do you remember how stupid this card can be? There's a lot of days when I forgot about Dre. All right, Prismatic Bridge. I guess I cycle this. See if we hit something else to play. That works, right? I could kick it, but I don't care. I don't care enough to kick it. Cast with kicker. Pay 3, I can't. That's what I thought. I'm just testing myself, okay? Just testing myself. Ah! Too many options. All right, this. Right, left. Easy mode. Oh, we're a shrine deck. Well, have you met Coma? Yeah. Yeah. And we are back for a post-game wrap-up, and oh my gosh, this deck is a monster. It's like an absolute monster. The mana can be difficult sometimes, but make sure you mulligan pretty aggressively into hands that can somewhat function. And other than that, just watch out for having too many of these in your hand. One thing I think I would try if I were to do it again is I would add Fire Prophecy to the deck, because we can take some of the big monsters out of our hand and put them back in the library. Another card you might try for a huge hit is Dream Trawler. So you might want to try adding Dream Trawler to the deck, since oftentimes hitting this can end the game as well. And then the last thing I'm going to recommend is Valakut Awakening. This card lets you put multiple cards from your hand on the bottom and draw cards, and it can also function as a land, which hitting your land drops, you can't really win without doing that. So those are the 3 cards I recommend. The cards that I think are somewhat the worst, or I mean, worst is a tough thing to say, right? The cards that I think you can do without would be Uro. I think that if you trimmed Uro, that wouldn't be too bad of a thing. And then you could, if you want to, trim Nyxbloom Ancient and Chromatic Ori, which are kind of the 2 super Timmy over-the-top cards. And I think you would make the deck better with the 3 that I added, but a little less exciting. Nyxbloom Ancient is a very exciting card, and it's a hard one for me to get away from. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the video and this look at how I build Esika Brawl. Let me know what you think of Brawl content down below. I really appreciate it. And I'm trying to get more into Commander. I'm playing a lot of Commander, but I'm also trying to get into Brawl as I go. So if you have a favorite Commander or thing that you want to see me brew around, I'm on the spiky side. I like to win. I really do. Then if you think you've got the right commander for me, or the right kind of combo or synergy to go for, you can leave a comment. Let me know. Like the video. Give me feedback. Let me know. Should I be cranking out a little bit of this to go with all that standard content? Really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.